to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the name changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Who'd have thought they'd lead you? Here where we need you. Here where we need you. Tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right. Give it a stretch. You're just going to have to imagine me stretching. All right. So I'm going to give this a shot because the last initial break session was pretty terrible. And so I'm going to try it with the video off because it was not great at all. And so, yeah, we'll see. So hopefully it comes back. The internet comes back. If not, I don't know. So we're going to try it without the video on. So it doesn't really matter anyway. So for this break session, I want to take a look at this article that I found on MDN. Shouts to MDN. I'm going to add the link and save it. So next to the recording of this video, we'll have that there. But this is the thing I've been kind of like looking forward to for a minute, because folks may know that work in JavaScript that working with time is not the most simplest way to get things done. Like it's kind of a lot when you're working with time. So much so that I actually created a whole web component for it, which is what you see. The countdown timers is a web component that I made to deal with time. So it will show the time in your local area. It was like a whole thing. So I figured I would just go through it once, create a web component, so I'll never need to use it, to have to recreate it again. I just put in the web component, but neither here nor there. All right. And then even also GitHub. Let me see something. What was that thing called? The GitHub time web components. Let me see here. I think this is it. Relative. I think this could be it. Because I think this. Neither here nor there. I should probably be sharing my screen. Share my screen. I think right now it just shows like a black screen, even though on my thing it has like a little icon in the middle. Maybe because of my internet access, it's not showing it. I don't know. But let's take a quick look at this. So yeah, so GitHub has this relative time elements. It's a web component extensions to the standard time elements. And they have another one, I don't remember. I talk about it in my talks. But so basically, relative time elements formats a timestamp as a localized string or as a relative text that auto updates in the browser. So that's pretty cool. All right. Dope. So it'll show 6 years. So pretty cool. All right. And then also this is another web, like this 3 years ago. If you that shows it. Because I remember the name of it. Well, that's relative. Time. Okay, yeah, maybe it was relative time. The web component. All right, cool. All right, great. Let me get back out here. So the whole point of this, I wanted to talk about this article here from good folks at MDN. All right, and so JavaScript temporal is coming. Yay! All right, cool. So shout out to Brian Smith for writing this. All right, so implementations of the new JavaScript temporal object are starting to be shipped in experimental releases of browsers. This is big news for web developers because working with dates and times in JavaScript will be hugely simplified and modernized. So that's what I'm saying, because like working with dates and times as it is now, you can do it, but it's not a great experience. And so with this, looking to, like they said, make it hugely simplified and modernized. So that's pretty dope. So applications that rely on scheduling, internationalization, or time-sensitive data will be able to use built-ins for efficient, precise, and consistent dates, times, durations, and calendars. Dope. So we're a long way from stable. Oh, that's not good news. We're a long way from stable cross-browser support, and there may be changes as implementations develop, but we can already take a look at temporal as it stands now, why it's exciting, and what problems it solves. Cool. So I always like these kind of things. I know me working on stuff with time and dates is kind of like a pain, but it's cool to see that other people are kind of like going through that as well, and they're working on, because the web gets better and better like every time. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty dope. So so this is hopefully going to be a solution to make it a little bit easier. So what is JavaScript temporal? To understand temporal, I'm not sure you want to say that, we can look at JavaScript's date object. When JavaScript was created in 1995, the date object was copied from Java's early, flawed Java util date implementation. Java replaced this implementation in 1997, but JavaScript is stuck with the same API for almost 30 years, despite known problems. So yeah, so that's what happened when you kind of like copy off somebody and they change their answer at the last second, and you're like, oh, I'm stuck with this terrible thing. So the major issues with JavaScript's date object are that it only supports the user's local time and UTC, and there's no real time zone support. Additionally, its parsing behavior is very unreliable, and date itself is mutable. That's right, you can set it, which can introduce hard to trace bugs. So if you accidentally set it instead of like reading from it, you can get all sorts of errors. There are other problems like calculations across daylight savings time. Yeah, I remember doing that. That was kind of a pain. And historical calendar changes. So I don't even know about that. Historical calendar changes, okay, which are notoriously difficult to work with. All of these issues make working with dates and times in JavaScript complex and prone to bugs, which can have serious consequences for some systems. Most developers rely on dedicated libraries like Moment.js and DateFNS. I've used both of these, it's pretty dope, for better handling of dates and times in their applications. Temporal is designed as a full replacement for the date object, making date and time management reliable and predictable. Temporal adds support for time zones and calendar representations, many built-in methods for conversions, comparisons, and computations, formatting, and more. That's pretty dope. The API surface has over 200 utility methods. Damn. And you can find more information about all of them in the temporal docs on MDM. All right, cool. So you can check out more there. So now let's check out the core concepts. So in temporal, the key concepts are that it has instance, unique points in history. Okay. Wall clock times, regional time, and durations. Okay. That's why I like the durations. That's going to be pretty cool. Wall clock times. I think my thing just froze. Did it freeze? I'm not sure. It's fine. Maybe not. Oh no, it didn't. It's just weird. Okay. So now check out duration. So temporal dot duration, right? The difference between 2 points in time. Okay, that makes sense. Points in time, unique points in time as a timestamp. Okay, so temporal dot instant. So I guess maybe that's like right now. You do dot instant, maybe, because like date had like dot now, if I remember correctly. That'll tell you like right then and there that timestamp. So a date with a time zone. Okay, zoned date time. Okay. So now time zone aware, date time plain, time zone unaware. I'm not sure what that means. So full date and time. All right. So plain date time. Okay. Because for the actual one with the time zone is zoned. Without it, I guess, is plain. Okay. And just the date, plain date, makes sense. Oh, cool. Year and month, plain year and month. Okay. I wonder if there's like a zoned year month or zoned month day. But that's pretty cool. And then just the time. Okay. Okay, yeah, there's a now. Now, using temporal.now to get the current time as various class instances or in a specific format. Okay, so there's a .now. Cool. So we got some examples here. Let's check this out. So they get the current date in the system's time zone. Okay, so we're going to do a plain. So that's okay. Yeah. So on the server or whatever. Oh no, what is it? No, that's not server. That's on your browser, I believe. Okay. So okay, you're gonna get like well, this is from when they did it. So 2025 01 to January 22nd, and then the time. Okay, and that's what's on your computer. But then if you want to do the current date time in the America New York time zone, so yeah, so now, same now, and then plain date time ISO. Did they say ISO before here? No, just plain date time. Okay. And then you pop in the time zone, and then you get a date time in New York. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Cool. So working with different calendars is also simplified, as it's possible to create dates in calendar systems other than Gregorian, such as Hebrew, Chinese, and Islamic. Okay, for example, the code below helps you find out when the next Chinese New Year is. Okay, so then let's see. So plain month day, all right. So from, oh, you just set calendar Chinese. That's pretty dope. So month code, I guess M01. I wonder where you get like the month code stuff. Maybe it's probably in the docs. Because I would never have thought of M01 to put in there. And then day, I guess it's like 1 day maybe. Okay. Yeah, so Chinese New Year's are on 1/1 in the Chinese calendar. Makes sense. Now we gotta get the current year. So plain date ISO with calendar and Chinese. Interesting. And you get the year. Okay. Then next Chinese New Year. Oh, okay. So I guess two plain dates. Okay. So you get for the year and the current year. So I guess from 1 year over. Interesting. Now, if next Chinese New Year is before the current date, move forward 1 year. Oh, okay. So if it's already passed, move it 1 year. Okay. So this is going to be like for the current year. But if it's already, okay. So it'd give you like a negative number. Okay. And then you just add on to it. Holy crap. You just add 1 year. Huh. So yeah, so if the plain date, if you come now, there's a compare. Like they said, there's like 200 of these joints. So compare, then the next Chinese New Year, which is here, and then the one where you're at now. If you compare them and it's less than 0, and then you just add a year onto it. That's pretty cool. Huh. Interesting. So then the next Chinese New Year is, and then there at the time of this writing. Okay. So now if it is, well, today's the 26th, so it would still show this. But if it's like, February 1st, then it would probably say whatever 2026. Interesting. Some Unix timestamps. Okay. So this is the timestamp. These are the numbers counting from, what was it, like 1970? It was like some date, like I think 1970, and then it just keeps going up. So we got launch. So instant. So yeah, so the instant one from epic milliseconds, epoch. Then this, okay. And then you get the now instant, okay. The duration, okay. Smallest unit hour, okay. Interesting. So it'll be 31,600 hours until the launch. Okay. So you can see there's a lot of stuff here, which is kind of amazing that you can do. So if you want to try it out, there's the Firefox nightly. You can check that out there. Safari, should implement it here, I guess. And then Chrome, how to do that there. Okay. Cool. But yeah, no, that's super dope. Again, I'm looking forward to being able to play around with that some more. So just look out for it. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. All right. Oh, I never posted the GitHub. I'm going to post a link to the GitHub web component that we showed earlier, the relative time element. And you can check that out for yourself. It'll be next to the recording of this video on the website. All right. Cool. So yeah, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully the voice and everything is cool. Hopefully it went a lot better. Hopefully this went better than the other one. So, all right, cool. So thanks for hanging out. Send you all off with some traveling music. So let me stop sharing this. All right, and I'm gonna share this one. Do this. Cool, no error this time. Great. So our screen share. Do this one. Cool. I'm gonna send you off with some traveling music. This right here is Anthony Cruz, aka Buddha. Track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out, and see you around. Y'all be easy. Peace. Have you all used temporal? Have you dealt with JavaScript in date and times? Let me know. All right. For right now, thanks again, Anthony Cruz, aka. Here we go.
I want to say thank you for holding on. When brother was down and out, now I feel so strong. And I want to say thank you for being there. When the brother had nowhere to turn to, you were there. And I feel like, yeah. And everybody says, yeah. We spread a love like, yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on. When a brother was down and out, now I feel so strong. And I want to say thank you for being there. When a brother had nowhere to turn.